What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a great afternoon. Welcome back to NFT ART TALK, where we are live daily, Monday through Friday on YouTube and Twitter, talking to you about art and the artists that inspire us. We're here to create a new way to experience the NFT art scene, talking about music, culture, fashion, metaverse, you name it. If it inspires us, we're talking about it. In the mornings, we talk news. In the afternoons, we talk art. Because that's what we are at our core. We're just a bunch of artists. And we want to welcome you to our community of acceptance and celebration. If you haven't met us before, my name is Moshe, aka DJ Fetus, and this is my homie and closest friend, Kardik NFT in all the spaces. What's good, dude? How you doing today, man?
Doing good, man. Favorite part of the day, as you know, reviewing artists, seeing the art, getting inspired about what we're seeing and hearing, and just igniting the day in the right way, man.
I agree, dude. This is a great part of the afternoon. I love that I get to hang out with you for most of the day now that we're doing like 2 episodes a day. And I'm having a blast doing this. So we want to say thank you guys so much for all of your support. You're helping us hit our milestones. Our dreams are coming true. Kartik and I always wanted to host YouTube talk show together. And we appreciate your support. If you have a minute before we dive in, please like this video if you're on YouTube, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. If you're joining us on Twitter, like and retweet the post, give us a follow if you get a chance. Mostly, please come over here to YouTube and hang out with us. This is where we think the magic happens. You can leave your comments on the videos so we can answer it. If we are live, you can leave us some chats and we'll be doing that. We live premiere every episode, so even if we're not like 100% shooting it in that moment, we're still there listening to you guys. We appreciate you so much, and we appreciate all of your support. We definitely would not be doing this without you and everything that you're doing for us, so thank you so much. We literally, from the bottom of our heart, I can't say it enough. With all of that being said, I think we should probably just go ahead and dive right in. You know, we're getting into our mid 50s on the episode count, so Kartik and I are kind of getting the swing of it, trying to keep these episodes nice and short and sweet, little nuggets for you. I do want to remind you before we dive in, if you're an artist and you're tired of shilling in these shill spaces on Twitter and you want to come show your project off in a new way, please hit us up. We're doing interviews every week. We're considering doing more than that, but again, we can't do it without you. So shoot us a DM on Twitter. You can see our handles above our heads and in the links in the description below. If you're on YouTube, please hit us up and let us know that you want to come here and do that with us, because we're going to bring you on and we're going to do it. But without further ado, let's dive into some artists. Kartik, kick us off, man.
Let's do this. So this is a real tight artist I found on Twitter, Jonathan Nash. This is an artist creating NFTs. There's a little description there, but it's just cool 3D animation. I like this one with the moon, man. It just, I don't know, it reminds me of Pixar, man. It reminds me of, you know, being a kid, watching cool movies, man. So I really like art like that. It's very colorful and just happy looking, man.
That's a funny tweet too. Asked a billionaire what made him a billionaire, and he drew me this. He's got like the stock chart in the background, and then the Bored Ape. That's tight. Billionaire from Bored Apes. Let's go. But regardless, yeah, I love his art. Very fun. It looks like he's in on the ape culture too.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. That's definitely all over the place. But we went ahead and brought up the Maker's Place.
Cool. Yeah.
I like that a lot, man. Super fun. 1 of 1. He's got like the PFP characters like jumping out of the phone while it says minting. Sometimes I do when I'm buying NFTs. I just imagine like, oh man, what if this character could just come out and like, you know, if I could wear this PFP in a metaverse, you know. But this is really fun stuff, like you said. Very fun.
It's very colorful. Moon people, yeah.
Sorry, there's one that's like fear, greed. It's like a moon man doing a half pipe or something. Sounds like he understands the investing scene pretty well too. He's got the pump graphic where it's like the Moon Man just bouncing around on these pumps. I mean, Kartik and I can relate to that. The hodl.
Yeah.
Okay. The hodl graphic with like the spaceman just like holding on to the Ferris wheel. I love it. Man, this artist is awesome.
Yeah, real tight artist.
It looks like these are selling for... Okay, well, this is really interesting. The Moon Man one sold for 6.5 ETH versus the Pump, which is currently listed at 0.6 ETH. And then it looks like the Fear Greed sold in cash, but right around that 0.6 mark. Very interesting. And he's got this $1 raffle. I wonder what this is. Oh, raffle has ended. So there's 10 editions for the raffle.
Diamond hands.
Oh, you also had to own at least one of his other pieces. Got the minion sound in the background. I love it. Really cool stuff from Jonathan Nash. If you're new to the show, we want to remind you that all the links are in the description below. So if you're interested in Jonathan or any of the work that you see here on the show today, please come over to YouTube, click those links down below and in the description. Let's keep it moving.
Let's go.
This is ALPHA3ZERO, another artist that we found kind of in the Twitterverse, just scanning stuff. I think what initially attracted me was that it's the artists like showing us how they create. I love it. And also, he's from my hometown, if I remember correctly, Charleston, South Carolina. When I saw this, I was, hey, this looks like my hometown. But yeah, so shout out to the South Kakalaki, South Carolina. But yeah, the artwork, let's get to that because that's what we're here to talk about. I just think it's Kartik and I have a lot of artists that have these really cool kind of abstract animations mixed with like some surreal type art. This just reminds me of that, man. Kind of reminds me of AKA Chambo, another artist we had on the show. Or featured on the show, like these sort of faces, but then you have stuff like this in the collection that I just think are so cool. Described by the artist, life has a way of being interesting. Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. When things get interesting, when you're down, look up. Blue can only be temporary. I just think this is a really cool artist. Like I said, being from my hometown really got me also. But I love the animations behind these collectibles, and it looks like a lot of oil painted on canvas is kind of what it looks like.
The skull faces remind me of Dia de los Muertos, kind of in like 3D animation style.
Yeah, I agree, man. You do get that Dia de los Muertos kind of skeleton face vibe with some really cool colors, honestly, a lot of colors. But the animation is just so cool. The way the eyes and the nose and the mouth kind of just stay there. And then like all of the painting in the background, like the face is just undulating. And also it looks like they're all about 0.15 ETH. So very cool stuff. Very cool stuff from ALPHA3ZERO. All right, cool. Let's keep it rolling.
Yeah, so this is another artist that just came across. Your favorite Purrtato is what she goes by on Twitter, but just badass drawing art from like what I could see from it and little animations. Yeah, if you want to check out the foundation, just cool. And I think it's like a black woman in this one with like kind of like Star Child vibes with the fuchsia on the right and then the kind of like baby blue on the left with the hair. I don't know. I just think it's badass art, man. It's like shows a lot of empowerment. I like the women empowerment in this one.
Yeah, I got the star as the third eye. Kind of have some sort of like symbols that almost looks like drawings, cave drawings, or a tattoo or something all over the body. Very cool stuff. Definitely, we love to support women in NFT as much as we can on the show. But this is cool. It's almost got like a collage, got like the galaxy inside of her body. It definitely looks painted to me.
That's what I think, yeah. I think it's like all drawing and paintings. At least from this glance of it. But it's really cool artwork.
This is a visual representation of a dream. Then she includes the dream journal entry that the piece is based on and leaves a note. May this piece serve as a reminder that simply existing is enough for the divine. I love that. Because I
Yeah, I
do,
like that
I
too.
think I do have to take the time to remind myself that, like, sometimes just showing up is enough. You don't always have to be the light in the room. You don't always have to bring all the energy. It doesn't even always have to be your idea, whatever's going on. You know, um, just be mindful of your circle of influence, the people you keep around you, and do the best you can. I love this. The trees personified here.
Yeah, three of me. Trees, just like females, trees with their hair looking like tree leaves and such, and then just kind of outside. It's kind of cool. It's kind of play on nature and women.
Yeah, this is cool. It looks like she redrew this from some time in her, like she drew it earlier and then she revisited it and redrew it. I love these colors in the background, kind of like the African clothing vibe, with like the pastels and I don't know what you call these colors, like these lighter. I can't remember right
Like
now. Sorry.
orange, beige.
Yeah. And then
Oh
the
yeah.
trees are all kind of reaching up with one tree with their head between its legs. It's just cool, man. I love the painting. Let's see. I love this painting vibe. Um,
Yeah, that's real tight.
yeah, we're in the Twitter now. I like the all-seeing eyes. Again, the spiritual kind of like I don't even know what you
Lotus.
would call this,
It's
like
like lotus flower type of like leaves, kind of.
tattoos almost.
Yeah,
You know
interwoven
what?
in the woman's face.
There's only one way to know. Purrtato, get up on here. Come hang out with us. If you're watching this, we want you to come tell us more about your art. And if you like what you're seeing, we want to remind you all the links are in the description below. So let's get ready for the moon. Also, I love that, prepping for the moon. Join the community that your fave Purrtato is creating, and get a like, a retweet, anything like that goes so far. And then, but mostly like buying people's art is amazing. Before you buy, we want to remind you all these artists are very available. So hit them up, find out what they're about. You know, but regardless, thank you so much for continuing to inspire us. This is great art, great find, Kartik. Yeah, we want to close out today's show with an old friend of the show, the Humans Club, an awesome, awesome project that I personally support. I'll still encourage you to do your own research, but again, these guys behind this project are available at all times in the Discord, a DM. Hit them up, ask them anything you want that's going to make you want to buy something. But this is a really cool collection that they did. We do have the Mint site, so I think they're still minting right now from the Mint site. If you don't know what a Mint site is, I want you to know what a Mint site is. It's a great way to get your hands on NFTs directly from artists or directly from the project without having to pay the additional OpenSea fees of, I mean, you still pay gas, but this is a Matic project. If you don't know Daturimanz, that's who the collaboration is with. It's Daturimanz and the Humans. Daturimanz is another awesome project, which we featured on the show earlier. This is their collab. I just think it looks so tight.
Cool. Yeah.
You get the Daturians kind of character with that gorillas humans kind of vibe. These are all secondary market sales, so that's why I was telling you, go to the Mint if you're interested in this project and you've had time to research Daturians and humans to find out how strong these communities are. Go to the Mint site and get one. Because I think it's a little bit more affordable than it is here. So instead of getting one, you can get four. And yeah, I just think it's really cool stuff.
Real tight that they're collaborating together. It's cool to see collaboration like this go down, especially in these PFP projects, because now you got one artist doing certain aspects of the traits, you got the second artist doing other aspects of the traits, and now you're combining them in this kind of format.
Yeah, I think it's really cool stuff. I think, and I mean, I also really just I have a personal. I mean, full disclosure, I have a a personal just interest in these projects. I joined both of these communities very early off in my like NFT career and found a lot of very supportive people. So I think that's why I talk about them on the show a lot. I'm trying to like show off some of the traits they have here. I'm also secretly trying to find some of the ones that I got over the weekend. Um, but yeah, they are. I mean, just really cool stuff. And I mean, I'll just scroll through so you can see some of them here. And this is our band in the background. So if you've never heard this band, this is me and Kartik doing our thing. I'm so glad that our band can be here to show off the Daturimanz collection here. Really cool stuff. Dang, that one's real tight.
Yeah, it's a cool collaboration, man. We look kind of tripped out. You know, just tripped out, kind of hippie plant vibe. Same point, like having just different types of characteristics and how the eyes are looking and the hats are looking.
Yeah, and it's like instead of just like in Daturians, look, they got like an octopus growing out of the head here. Rose brain, real cool stuff, man. Real cool stuff. Well, if you want to know what DJ Fetus is collecting, you're going to have to join me on Twitter, because that's where I show off all the stuff that I'm collecting. That's what I show off all the stuff that I'm doing. And that's where I want you to hit me up to tell me, hey, I want to come on the show. And that's where Kartik wants you to hit him up to say, hey, that's where I'm coming on the show. Thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with us. Please join us on Twitter. Please join us on YouTube. Please don't forget to like and subscribe or follow and retweet wherever you are watching the show. We appreciate your support. I want to remind you guys, we have an interview coming up tomorrow with Basis. We're really excited about that. More interviews to come. I want to remind you, on Friday, we have the Jam Room at the same time as this episode, 1 p.m. Central Time, where Kartik and I are going to play unreleased music for you, and we're going to show you some of the NFTs we have out. And I want to say, I hope you have a great day.
Hope everybody has a great day, and just love to see the collaboration out there with all these artists, and just to keep on pushing it, and y'all all inspiring us, and I hope it inspires the whole audience as well.
Thank you so much for joining us, guys. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Central Time for the news, and then in the afternoon for our interview with Basis. Thank you guys so much. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.